Hello everyone, mabuhay! This is Eagle and welcome to my YouTube channel. On this video, we'll be talking about the immigration process from the time that you will select your employer until you fly to the United States. I know a lot of you are actually wondering what you'll do next after passing your NCLEX, so this video is actually the right one for you. So with all that being said, let's get going. Okay, this video is actually for those individuals who wants to migrate to the United States, most especially the registered nurses, the physical therapists, and even the medical technologies. Guys, this video is actually for you. I actually want to share with you my experience as well as what you will expect during this process. So first up, we'll go on with the employer selection. So this is actually the very first step in order for you to start your immigration process because they will file for your petition. I actually have a video of this one on what employer or agency that you need to go to. So I'm going to put the link above. Guys, remember that in choosing your employer, you need to carefully read the contract, submit all the documents that they are asking for them to start your petition. So this is actually a crucial step because the employer becomes the sponsor that will petition you. Take note of that. Next is the I-140. So the employer will now file for your immigrant petition for alien worker with USCIS. So once filed, the petitioner will give you or send you a copy of the Notice of Action or the I-Form 797. So you'll see the date where your petition was filed. Okay, that is actually a proof that they actually sent your petition. We have the waiting time. So in filing for your I-140 petition, we actually have the regular processing that's actually, or it takes around 6 months up to 1 year. And for the premium processing, that will actually takes around 15 days, okay? So once it is approved, you will now have your priority date. Again, the date of filing would be the same as your priority date. So your priority date will be your baseline if your petition or your visa is already ready. Again, I actually have a video with regards to the visa bulletin on how to read the visa bulletin. So I'll be putting the link above. Next, we have your NVC fee bill. So after the approval of your I-140, your case goes to the NVC or the National Visa Center. So you'll receive a fee bill that costs around $345 US. So you need to pay that one so that you can proceed with the next step. Okay, so from the time that I receive my I-140 approval until the NVC fee bill, it actually took me around 1 to 2 months. In my case, I received mine after more than a month. So I paid my fee bill that is $345 US. So after that, you will have now your DS-260. With regards to your DS-260, you need to fill out the forms. That's actually 8 pages in total. So you will indicate your personal data, scholastic records, your work experiences, your travel abroad, and so much more. Even your social media accounts, you need to declare all of those things. So this form or the DS-260 will now be your official visa application. So I actually waited my DS-260 after a week from the time I paid my fee bill. Next would be the civil documents. So once you are done with your DS-260, submit it to the National Visa Center, you will now again receive an email. So you need to send these documents to the National Visa Center for them to completely process your application. So you'll be sending them a photocopy of your passport, your PSA birth certificate, marriage certificate or SENOMAR, and your NBI. Those are the things that you need to submit if you will come to or you came from the Philippines. You will receive your email from the NVC to send your civil documents after a week from the time that you submitted your DS-260. Once you have submitted your documents, you will now have your NVC review. So all of the things from the DS-260 to the civil documents that you submitted, they will now review all of it. So if there is something missing, of course, they will send you a checklist to accomplish. But if not, you just need to wait. I actually waited mine less than a month. So once they have reviewed your documents and your files or your DS-260, you will now be documentarily qualified. So after a month or less than a month of waiting, I'm already documentarily qualified. An email will be received stating that your file is now in queue and awaiting for final interview. Again, after waiting for your priority date to be current, you will now receive your P4 letter. So your P4 letter or your interview letter from the US Embassy will be the determinant or the sign that your visa is now ready. So the NVC will actually send you an email of the date and time of your interview. So you will already have your appointment letter coming directly from the NVC. Again, I actually waited mine after 2 years, diba? It's actually worth it, don't worry. So once you receive your P4 letter from the National Visa Center, of course, it's now time for you to schedule for your medical examination at SLEC or St. Luke's Extension Clinic located in Manila. For your medical examination, this actually ensures that you meet the US health requirements. Okay, so I'll be uploading another video on my SLEC or medical examination experience, so watch out for that. And by the way, if you will have or schedule your medical examination, make sure that you need to do it 2 weeks before your US Embassy interview. That is actually the best time in order for you to, for you to take your medical at SLEC. Okay, so that they will have an ample time to send your documents to the US Embassy as well. Okay, so after your medical examinations, once that you are cleared, you will now proceed with your visa application center or your fingerprinting and photo taking. So that's actually a new step. If you are here in the Philippines, you need to have an appointment at VAC or Visa Application Center. Don't worry because that is actually a very fast pace. You only need to have your fingerprinting and of course yung photo taking. It will take you around 5 minutes and you're done. Next is the US Embassy interview. So during your interview, you need to come prepared. Make sure that all of your documents are complete, everything is photocopied, and make sure to check on your P4 letter because they will be attaching or including those things or documents that you'll be needing during your interview. Again, if you lack one document, you will not proceed with your visa interview. So during your interview, there is actually 2 stages if you are an immigrant. So first, you will be going to the pre-screener wherein he or she will collect the documents that are actually needed for your interview, and the consul. Don't worry because they are actually very nice. So yeah, if you will have your interview, keep on praying and best of luck. Okay, I'm actually going to give you a tip. So I actually booked my VAC appointment a day before my US Embassy interview. Okay, so you will save time, diba? The effort that you will be traveling when you travel to Manila, that will be definitely fine. I actually had mine a day before, and then my fingerprints and photo is actually ready the day after my application or my appointment at VAC. Next, visa issuance. So once the consul get your passport and he says, congratulations, that means your visa is approved. So I had mine, or I actually had my interview at around 9:30, and at 11 a.m., my SEAC account already reflected issued. Okay, so my visa was actually issued after just a few hours of waiting, and you will receive your visa packet as well as your passport with your visa after a week or 2. That actually depends on your location. Again, I had my interview on a Friday, and I received my visa packet Tuesday the following week. So that's actually very fast, diba? So once you receive your visa packet, it's now time for you to pay for your USCIS immigrant fee. So that's actually costs around $235 US. That fee will be your green card fee. Next would be the PDOS. Again, if you are a Filipino or an immigrant that will go to the United States for the first time, you need to have your PDOS or pre-departure orientation seminar by the CFO. So that will actually last around 2 hours. Then they will give you your e-certificate. And once you're done with your PDOS, you are now ready to fly to the United States of America. So that's it, guys. I hope I was able to share with you my experience, and most especially the immigration steps that you'll be going through once you already have your NCLEX. So, by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's about time to subscribe now and click the notification button for you to get notified with my latest videos. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.